I'm Diamond.
I'm Chastity.
And I'm Aisha.
And this is Empowered by the P.
And we're channeling women sexually,
Mentally,
physically, and
I'm sorry, this light is too bright, y'all. I'm Diamond.
I'm Chastity.
and I'm Aisha.
And this is Empowered by the P.
And we're channeling women sexually,
Mentally
physically
and emotionally. Every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time.
Welcome back, and today on episode 3, we're going to be talking about women and chasing their dreams.
So ladies, we want to talk to you guys about the importance of really getting out there and chasing your dreams and not settling for just the normal everyday lifestyle. This past week we celebrated International Women's Day, which was a day given to all women all around the world to celebrate all of their achievements.
Right on. Doesn't it just feel so good to be a woman?
It really does.
To know that we can be for 5 days without dying.
I'm still here.
But you know what else we can do?
What?
Have multiple orgasms.
What else can we do?
If you guys haven't already noticed, I switched up my wig.
Mm-hmm.
Got a new day, new look, new day, new wig.
Hello. The perks of being a woman, baby.
Yes.
So today, you guys, since we just had our week of International Women's Day, we're all going to focus on building up women and focusing more so on their dreams. So today, we're going to tell you guys a little something about all of our dreams.
Alright guys, well in case you didn't know, I'm an interior designer. And I'm so passionate about interior design because I love to turn people's house into a home. I love for people's environment to reflect them. Our house is a place that we come and relax after a long day and unwind and just come to a peaceful place. I love to make that happen. I love to see things turn into a whole picture.
So what are some future goals for you in your dreams? Like, what do you want to do in the future?
Honestly, my long-term goal, like big goal, is to be on HGTV because I love to be in front of the TV. I feel like I have a great personality and I have a great eye, and I could be one of the first black interior designers on HGTV.
Oh yeah.
Diamond Designs.
Double D, baby.
Not here on the
I was
chest,
gonna say,
but on the business card. Aisha, Big E, tell us a little bit about you. What are some of your long-term goals?
Well, I don't really have long-term goals because my goals switch almost every single day. I think of something and I just hop on it, which is probably an issue that I need to work on because I never just focus on one thing. I'm always trying to do 10 and 12 things at one time, including Empowered by the P. But I won't bring that in here today. But some of my dreams and aspirations, I don't know.
just be real.
I'll be real, I don't know.
Well, your lifestyle. You want a certain lifestyle, right?
Yeah, I do want a certain kind of lifestyle. Right now, I'm a hairstylist, but I'm trying to branch away from being just a hairstylist. I don't want to live my life threading needles all day. Nothing's wrong with that, but that's not the life I want to live. That's not the life I'm trying to bring into, 2020. By 2020, I want to be at home having a residual income. But I do like transforming people. Like Diamond likes turning a house into a home. I like, turning a 0 to a 10, really taking it there. I really like taking head to toe. It doesn't have to be just hair, like even with the clothes, the shoes, the hair, just overall transformation. I can't do makeup though, but I can pay somebody to do it for me.
Well, I just want to say one thing since we're really talking about our real goals. My real goal, guys, is to be an actress before anything else in this whole entire world. I'm not joking.
She's not joking. We had a theater class together. She really gave it up. She gave it her all.
I really like acting. I just think that's something I just haven't taken serious because I feel like it couldn't happen, but it totally could.
And that's what we're going to do today.
Dream.
Yes, today is all about chasing that dream that's deep down in there.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Chastity?
Well, as you all know, I'm sure you know by now because I say it almost every time, right? I have my own podcast. And what is it?
What is the name of your podcast? We're going to put it right down here.
Oh, Goddess Chronicles, you guys. Goddess Chronicles.
And where can it be found?
On iTunes or SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Shameless plug, okay? But I just like helping women be able to express themselves sexually, because I feel like a lot of women don't like to talk about sex, and I don't understand why. I just want women to be able to talk about sex openly and freely and not be judged for it. I love sex, and I want everybody to love sex just as much as me.
Hello, man.
Okay, so now that we talked about some of our aspirations in life, how can we all work better to accomplish those things instead of just talking about it?
Well, first of all, we need to touch on how, like, why do women not chase their dreams? Like, what are some of the reasons why they can't do?
Okay.
Yeah.
Scared of failure.
Failure is one of the main reasons why women don't really chase their dreams. They're afraid of failing and not succeeding at whatever it is their dreams are. So what are some of the reasons or some of the ways we've all failed and overcame it to give people more confidence to chase their dreams? I'll start. I dropped out of Norfolk State. To everyone else that looks like a failure, but to me it was kind of a failure because I normally don't just stop doing something that I made a commitment to. But I just was over it. Like, I felt like it wasn't benefiting me. I wasn't gonna, being a counselor or, you know, an accountant was never my dream job. I could never see myself doing something like that on a daily basis and actually being okay with it. So I always knew deep down inside that I would have to, like, find a way to have my own income without having to go to a 9 to 5. Now 9 to 5 is just not me. So that's a failure to me. Just a little bit, like, just to succeed at college, I might go back just to say, I did it. But it's not something that I have to do to reach my dream.
You went to hair school. Doesn't that count for something?
Yeah, it does count for something. But the fact that I started college and I didn't finish is kind of like a failure.
You think that's your
Yeah, because I just don't like starting something and then not finishing it. So not really just because I didn't get a degree. Because I feel like, you know, a degree doesn't matter.
What would you go back to school for?
Honestly, I would probably just do something that would actually back me up if I broke my hand.
And what about like a degree in business?
I was about to say business with you.
I honestly don't even think you need a business degree to be good in business. Like, it's kind of like who you know around that
Can help
area.
you with time management, maybe.
No, but seriously, like, I feel like, I don't know, like, another kid would help me with time management. I don't need a whole degree for all that. But I'm not having another kid. I'm definitely not having another kid. But I'll probably do something that would make me more money, but also, like, a guaranteed job. Because a business degree, there's so many people out here who are looking for a job. A business degree is not going to put me ahead of anybody. So if I do go back to school to finish, it's definitely going to be, like, accounting or something. They're always going to need
program type thing.
a computer type. Like, I'm definitely going to take it there if I go back. I'm going to definitely do top notch. Get that check.
Well, one thing in my life that happened that I didn't plan, that kind of threw my life plans off track, was my senior year in high school when I got pregnant by somebody that I knew I was not going to spend the rest of my life
Out there bumping and grinding.
No, it was definitely my boyfriend at the time
But you was
for
bumping and
several
grinding.
years. But either way,
Out there bumping and grinding before you heard her
I was
podcast.
about to say, nothing wrong with bumping and grinding.
But make sure you listen to her podcast when you go out there and you bumping and you grinding, because then you'll know what she's doing. She didn't know what she was doing.
exactly. But getting pregnant at a young age, I was scared. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if I should have a child. I didn't know if I should tell my mom or whatnot. But actually, this girl that I'm not friends with anymore ended up telling my mom that I was pregnant. And that worked in my favor, because when I found out I was pregnant, I was not going to be the baby, because I didn't think I could handle it. Once my mom found out, she talked to me and she got me through the whole process. Ended up being one of the best decisions I've ever made. I wasn't even going to go to college before I had a baby, but my son motivated me to go to school, and it was just my motivation in life. So that was something that I thought at the time was a very negative situation, but ended up being the most positive thing in my life, even though it wasn't something I had planned. It's really molded my life now.
Setbacks can be a major comment.
Exactly. For me personally, I know I've learned from probably some of the hardest things that that's ever happened to me. So I just thank God, because God, in the long run, got me through the whole.
And that girl who told her.
And that girl, honestly, it's so crazy that if it wasn't for her, she's probably watching.
You know she's a loyal fan, so.
wasn't for you, I
don't know
wouldn't be
who
where
you
I
are.
am today.
Yes, I ain't got this way.
I thank her for trying to ruin my life, but what she doesn't know is she made my life. So,
And that's how you empower negativity, ladies. That right there.
There you go.
Turning a negative situation into a positive situation.
exactly.
All right, I said chastity.
Well, that's the Korean way to say it. Go ahead.
Really?
Oh, just tell me about your story. I don't know what accent that was.
That was up
I
more.
always combine them, but
Go back to chastity and her failure.
So basically, my failure has just passed. I would say that while I was in a relationship, I kept on putting off my podcast. I kept on putting off everything in general. And it just took breaking up, honestly, before I could go out there and chase my dreams, because I was so focused on not putting myself and my dreams first, just because of what he thought. So that's something I'm just now dealing with. And you know what? Also, because you said the failure thing, I was scared of failing too. But I said, who cares? You know, you learn as you go. So that's why I put it out. You're gonna fail, but you can get better.
And also what Aisha said in our last video, hope you didn't miss it. If you did, you can pause it right now and go back to episode 2 about you shouldn't be with somebody if they're not going to support your dreams, ladies. Let them go. Touche.
So basically, the first way to start chasing your dreams is to not be afraid of failing and knowing how to overcome your failures if you do reach them, or at some point, you know, you gotta fail at something. You can't forget everything. So knowing how to fail and get past the failure.
Like Kurt Franklin said, we fall down.
Johnny McKirkland. I think that's his name.
But one of the two guys.
Going to hell.
But we get up. Or like Aaliyah. If she don't succeed.
She always wanted to be Jessica.
I
always wanted to be Jessica Simpson back in the day.
Now it's Jessica. Like, whatever a pop star I wanted to be.
Actor, singer,
Real aspirations. But seriously though, all jokes aside, you gotta fall before you crawl.
What? Gotta crawl before you can walk.
Yeah. And like a baby, because we're all moms, you know, we're trying to teach our kids how to crawl and walk. They failed a couple of times, but you know what? They didn't give up, and we shouldn't either, ladies.
Exactly. So tip number 1 is to know how to overcome your failures when you reach them, because they're inevitable. Tip number 2 is changing your mindset. A lot of women don't have the mindset of being a dream chaser, as in you don't have to just go to school and do the ordinary thing in life. A lot of women, they don't have the mindset of doing more, or
They just want to settle.
yeah.
But you know what? Whatever your dream is, whether it be doing hair, whether it be going to school, whether it be interior design, whatever it may be, even a housewife, do it to your full ability. Make sure that's your dream. Don't just sit there and say, all right, I'm stuck here. I'm doing this for the rest of my life. No. And don't let somebody else depict your dream as well.
Right. A lot of people do that when they go to college and their parents tell them, oh, well, this one makes money. You should be doing this one. Oh, you ain't gonna make no money doing that. They don't know how much money you're gonna come out making, because if you're good at something, people are gonna pay you for it.
Entrepreneurs make the most money.
They do.
They do.
I ain't worked a real job in like 6 years, so.
You don't want to live a life of regret by never chasing that dream, or always living a what if.
Yeah, instead of chasing a check, chase that dream, then a check will follow.
I just saw something like that today, matter of fact. They said if you take off that money thought, that money will come.
That's another issue. Everybody's always money, but everybody wants money, but who all has the drive and the dedication to do something? I think that's where people fall short at with the chasing the dream part. So,
And that's where I think leads us into consistency.
take a sip.
I know that can be sometimes my downfall is consistency.
Tell us why. Give us more on that.
Kind of goes back to the failure, scared of failure, but mainly just letting life get ahead of us and not putting our priorities in order.
Yeah, I get lazy. That's my problem. I get lazy sometimes. I'm like, you know what, tonight I'm tired. I don't want to do it, but you know what? You have to put in that work. Honestly, you have to.
Definitely. My problem, I'm unorganized. I try to do 10 different things and I come home, nothing's in order. I go to work, nothing's in order. Then I have 5 new ideas that I'm trying to plan in my head. So I either need an assistant or a maid, or maybe I need both, so I don't know.
Dang, you know I could be both.
She can do both, but then I'm taking away her from her dreams, so I don't know.
And she likes money though, so
See,
you know,
that
I'm
money,
always-
that money. See,
But I like to organize and I like to clean, so you know that. So that's not really it.
she does like making a house a home, so I don't know.
Yeah,
But my apartment
I
is not a
definitely
house.
love organizing, so that's not.
I like cleaning, but not organizing.
Organizing kind of makes my brain hurt. It's like, God, I have to put everything like this. All the whites right here, all the pinks right there.
I want it to look like that. I just don't like doing it, but I want it.
I can get somebody to do it like that, but when it comes to me like trying on all my clothes and then putting it back, it's not gonna go back like that. It's gonna go back green, pink, blue, yellow, green.
It's okay.
Pattern.
Building confidence is another reason why most people aren't able to chase their dreams. They're not confident that they can do it.
And one way you can build confidence is doing positive affirmations, and that is basically just talking to yourself every day. You can do it by looking in the mirror and just telling yourself, "I'm that bitch. I can do it. I believe. I shall achieve.
I can't Millie Rock.
On in." I really can't even do that.
Okay,
or meditation, if you want to meditate and find a way to be still and build confidence. Prayer is another way. Reading the Bible. I mean, whatever tickles your pickle, do that.
Tickles your pickle.
Ladies,
we ain't got a pickle. I mean, or do we? Some have too.
Yeah.
whatever you have, let it tickle it, and once you feel that itch, you'll know.
Once you feel that sensation,
You'll know you're really going the distance there. But it all starts with you. You have to tell yourself, you have to believe in you. Because there's going to be haters. You will have to
all
have
jokes
haters.
aside, if you don't believe it, like, seriously, I feel like that's the main point. Because a lot of people, they'll let people's opinions get in their head, and then they'll be like, oh, I've had plenty of people tell me, oh, she can't do her hair for real. All she gotta do is flat her out and do a wig, and But, none of that ever stopped me. I still went to hair school. I still post my videos daily. Well, I try to do it daily. I still do everything I'm doing just to try to make my brand pop that much more. Like, nobody's opinion is ever gonna, like, bring me down any
The
kind
more
of
you
way.
do, the more they'll say.
Yeah.
So,
Or the more you ignore them, the less they're gonna have to say. Like, eventually they're gonna realize what they're saying about you is not,
And also you can have a lot of good feedback too, because honestly, I was so scared to do my podcast, but I have been getting texts or messages, DMs, whatever, every day talking about my podcast. And
Even
I'm
with
like,
Empowered by the People.
Yeah.
Everybody else was like, oh, what are they doing now? They're always doing something.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people saying about me, like, what is this girl doing now? But now y'all tuned in. Because you're watching
every Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay, so we have another tip for you guys, and that's self-discipline. You have to tell yourself and make yourself be on a set schedule when you're chasing your dreams. Not really a set schedule, but if you're not disciplined, you'll kind of like get off track.
Yeah, I agree with what you said with the schedule. Isha, if you remember in my house, I used to have a schedule written down, but I was doing hour by hour. Not that everyone has to be like that.
Yeah, I can't be that
I
organized.
am
It's like my brain
sweet.
functions.
Like
It
I
helps.
said, that's why I'm so passionate about your environment, because if things are cluttered around me and my brain's already cluttered, it's just like I'm not gonna.
But you know how some people work better when, like,
some people.
like if I see, like, my house, I have hella clothes everywhere. I just have hella clothes, basically. But I feel like that doesn't distract me at all.
Well,
it
you
distracts
work
me.
better that way. So I guess if you need a messy environment to feel free.
And not necessarily messy, but it doesn't have to be like perfection.
If you
for me.
feel if you need an unorganized environment, then okay. If you need it,
No, I don't really need either or. It's like, but it doesn't affect my thinking process.
well, some people it does. So whatever you know yourself, or figure out a way to. How do you
go after.
Yeah, most of
accomplishing your
my
dreams.
ideas come from like when I'm not even in my house. Like I'm out doing something, or I hear a song, or I see something that like makes something pop into my head. Then I get an idea. I'm like, oh, well maybe I could do this, or maybe I could do that. So I'm never really home for real anyway.
So basically what you can do is figure out when are you most on your game. Like for me, it's when I'm organized, when I have a structure, when I have things, a schedule that works best for me. What give out some ideas of what works best for
That's
you.
exactly what works best for me. I have to have, like you said, cluttered environment for me. It goes like cluttered mind for me. So I have to have everything intact or else my mind is going all the time. But then you probably, since you said already that you have a lot of ideas and everything, a lot of stuff doesn't affect you.
Yeah, I think my mind might be cluttered, so stuff like that don't really bother me at all. But I'm more so on my stuff for real. Like when I'm like, not really, I don't really go through stuff like that. But like, if somebody pissed me off, I'm on my shit. Oh, you better go watch that.
I think that's a lot of people too. It's motivation. It's like basically someone kind of in a sense doubting you, and you want to prove that person wrong.
Oh, I'm good on that one. Like if somebody, I come out with, I'm gonna make a new business for every person that pissed me off.
There she go again.
Here I go.
Already on the next one.
I'm about to start a new YouTube channel. Cooking with Isha.
Well, guys, didn't even know I've been to the grocery store today. We thank you all for tuning in to episode 3, and we hope this was informative and maybe enlightening and a little motivation. We want you all to push and go out for your dreams. And the ways you can really accomplish that is by starting with first changing your mindset.
Don't be afraid of failure.
Organize your life.
And one key thing that we didn't really touch on is pay attention to the people you surround yourself with. That is very important. Like we said in our last videos, people energy does wear off on you. And if you hang with negative people or people who are very complacent in your life, eventually you're gonna find yourself feeling that way. You wanna hang around friends who are uplifting, motivating, and really going the distance and trying to accomplish their dreams as well.
Tell them how you feel like coming here.
Guys, honestly, what time is it? It's probably like 12:45 a.m. We all work today.
I worked out at 10:30. I got home at 10:30 from work.
I worked out for 2 hours, really pushed myself.
Then
Then I left the ring light at my house, so I had to go all the way back and come back. But you know what? We're uplifting one another, and we all
chasing them dreams.
exactly, and we all committed to come here tonight, and we stuck with it. And just so we can give y'all this footage and hopefully uplift and motivate and push somebody else as well. Y'all already know we'll be back at it on Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern time every Sunday, guys. Keep it rolling. Stay watching us.
And put in our comments, what else would y'all like to hear us talk about? What do y'all want to know? What do y'all want to be empowered or enlightened more about?
And what are y'all dreams? Because we want to hear from y'all.
Yeah, let us know. Y'all gotta have. If you view this video, if you like it, put your dream in the comments.
Communicate with the cast, guys. We want to know more about you.
As
And
we
yes,
tell you guys about
subscribe.
us.
You know, we can build a rapport here. Tell us more about yourself. I'm curious to know.
She swears she can sing.
I'm done.